And somebody in this house who isn't me got me ill.
It wasn't intentional.
I know, but the thing is that
I asked you not to kiss
we
me.
kiss
I begged you not to
all
kiss
the
me.
time unconsciously. Like I'll just walk by and give her a kiss. And then
We
she's
do like each other, no matter what it looks like on this show.
yeah, it's just so funny that now I feel like a train has run me over. Thank you, Christie. And we have a party tonight.
We have a party tonight, so that's not cool.
No.
Not cool. And I know, I mean, if it's, honestly, you guys, if it's anything like I felt earlier in the week, I really feel bad for him. And it's going to be even worse for me.
Yeah.
Now that he's sick. I mean, he complains when I'm sick and I'm, blah, 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 blah. That's not even, first of all, it's not even close to being true.
No.
But when he is sick, it is true.
I nobody gets sicker than me.
No.
I am the sickest person
and he's going to die
in the world.
He is going to die, and it's not me, it's him. It's not me, it's you.
You almost kissed me.
No, that's you. Gross.
Yeah, that's a funny thing, though, that we do say to clients sometimes. It's you, not me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of leave them.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as you get older, you want to work with certain people and not everybody. Because there's some people out there who, it's called the PETA factor, which is the pain in the patootie. So there definitely needs to be some kind of payment for that PETA.
And some people just suck the life out of you. Like they really just suck the life out of you.
Yeah, it's very true.
I'm just going to try this as we're talking. This dress is cute, but it drags. It's got little like triangular at the bottom.
Look like Tarzan. Or Jane, I guess. I don't know. You just look like Jane. So tonight is the party. And I think we're having a party only because Christie really wants to break that pool in.
And I don't know how many people will actually swim in it.
I hope they
But I did tell them to feel free to bring their suits. And it's going to be super casual. Bring something to share. If you're here, let me know if you'd like to come. I have to give you the code to our door.
How's things shaking in your hood? Well, on Monday, they were shaking. We watched
Clem knows.
a great video. And I will post this. So if you write this down, mex.me / earthquake. And it's going to be this great video on all the damage that happened all around Mexico. Turns out there were 2 deaths and something like 35 or 59, I can't remember, people who were injured. Mm-hmm. And in some of the areas where the earthquake was centralized, there's broken everything, churches.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
There's some in Morelia. It was on the Morelia-Colima border, so those little towns that were around there got pretty badly hit. So that's sad. It's sad. John will post that later. It's not ready yet. So if you go to it and you don't find anything, because it's nothing there yet.
Mex.me / earthquake, all small letters. So yeah, immediately after this, I will post that because it's a great video. Mm-hmm. I thought it really was. And for us, we got to experience it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you see those walls, like the way they're moving and stuff, then I'm like, what the heck were we doing right beside the wall?
Standing beside a brick wall. Yeah, no, that wasn't. The next time, it's out front.
Oh, you mean like everybody else in the neighborhood?
Mm-hmm. The smart people that know how to deal with an earthquake.
Yeah.
Not us Canadians that have never felt one.
Never like that. Here. It was incredible.
And Marie, good morning.
Hello.
Julie, good morning. Leslie, Clem, good morning.
So what can we tell these fine folks today? Well, if you're here, you're invited.
Mm-hmm. If you're not here, you're invited too, but you have to get cracking on getting down here.
Kind of do. So our friend Eric, who bought the house from somebody else.
Down the street from us.
Down the street. He bought a car online in Mexico.
It's a company called Kavak, so we'll see how it works for him.
Well, he's bought 5 in the U.S. using the service. They bring the car to your house. Mm-hmm. I think you have 30 days to return it. So, but here you have to go to another place to pick up your vehicle. They don't bring it to
and
you in Mexico.
His closest option was Guadalajara.
Yeah.
So he's on his way to Guadalajara, or will be soon.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think 9 o'clock. I think he's on the bus already. 9 o'clock is when he's going to be on the bus.
oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, I guess because his appointment is at like 2. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see because he's happy with the price, and so far he's been happy with the service with them. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Yep.
Big picture.
Probably better than what we got from the car place, the rental place. 4 vehicles and 4 problems. Because
Don't even get me started.
We're not the brightest bulbs on the tree.
And you know what? The worst thing is if they had a car again that you wanted, you'd do it.
Absolutely.
I don't know what to.
I don't think so. Ben is dead. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows? You gonna stand closer?
No.
You're already sick. You got me sick.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
someone else.
I've been kissing lots of other women lately.
Well, you did ask me a weird question yesterday
What?
about monkeypox.
That's kind of true.
I thought I saw a string, but I guess it was my imagination.
Yeah, but we don't have monkeypox. We don't. And Christie explained to me how you get monkeypox. I'm like, so I thought you got it from little monkeys, like your grandkids. And
That is kind of how that started. He is just weird. So we have to, one thing we have to remember to do is set up a code and then post it on our invite page.
yeah. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll do 111.
No, they have to ask us first.
All right. Well, it'll start with 111. The other 3 digits will take you probably 2 hours to figure out. And then you enter in the code and then the key button. And then it.
Then you have to dance. Or
Well, you also have to. It's so weird because we don't have a lock on the door, which we really should have. I mean, the lock that we have is just the twister. And unfortunately,
the twister.
Unfortunately, doesn't have like a normal door handle. So it doesn't grab it. And then from there, you're able to go in and out. So you do have to jerry rig the door sometimes to get it. So it goes in after you enter the code.
You mean like pull the handle?
Yeah,
the
so
box.
dumb.
Yeah. Well, that was our bad. We never thought about it. And neither did the guy that installed it.
You think he would remember that?
You think he would have at least said, you guys might want a doorknob of some sort.
Yeah.
Or a handle. We could probably just get one welded on. That would be easy peasy. Or screw, just screw like a little kitchen cabinet type one out of stainless steel. Put that on there. It would be. I think that's an easy fix. It's just something that we haven't really been too concerned about yet, but because everybody's been able to do it, no problem.
Everybody is me, mostly.
No, the pool guys have been in and
That
out.
is
They've
true.
never left it open.
It is true. We'll go in the backyard and there'll be people in there partying.
Yeah, I don't like that, and I think it's time to get rid of that code.
Yeah.
And because I want them, next time they come, I want them to let me know they're coming.
So, Eric, when he came, brought me some stuff for my dehydrator. So he brought these, and these are for fruit leathers. You take the fruit, you pop it in here, put it in, and you dry it and flip it over partway through. That one's cool. I really like these.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I also got 12 of these. These are way too big.
Are they too big to the point where you can cut them in half?
Yeah, cut them in half is going to be way too small. I think it's like 10 and a half by 12, but these are 14 by 14. So we will have to do some cutting. And yesterday, Christie made me put away all my stuff. And in part of that, I knocked over my camera.
Yeah,
my camera fell about 6 feet onto the cement, and not a good thing. And by pretending it's fine, I don't need to worry. I don't need to check it out.
Mm-hmm. That didn't work very good anyway.
Well, it's not. It's an older camera. It's a Sony 6000.
So my mom said, did you know there was a small earthquake last winter that I felt when I lived in Beaumont? I was in the bonus room and felt this quiver, and at first didn't comprehend what it was. Then I thought I imagined, but the next day found out it actually had been an earthquake. Can't remember where the epicenter was. Wow.
Leslie says border mandates and arrive cans supposed to be dropped, although we can't be sure if it will be for good.
Yeah.
The problem with Canada is they have bought into the whole vaccine passport. And I think in the next 2 years, there's going to be a conversion of Arrive Can into that, obviously. And it's quite bothersome. It really is, because they're going to know absolutely everything about everybody that goes into Canada. So I absolutely will not be going into Canada anymore.
Not anytime soon, anyways. Not until this is truly dropped. One thing that I had read about those people that had downloaded the Arrive Can app, one person is saying, look, there's Trojans in that even if you delete the app, it's still tracking you. So what he says to do is back up your phone and do a factory reset. I mean, that's big.
Yeah, well, the problem is that everything, Google is tracking us, Facebook's tracking us. Why the hell are they tracking us? So yeah, it's just, we grew up, and here was the thing, you wrote 1984 in the 30s, and maybe it was the 40s, but it was in the 30s or 40s range. And at the time, it was essentially a warning. Well, there's some people in the world who are like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. What a great idea. We need to do this. And we all let them do their thing. And not only that, we pay for the tracking devices.
Yeah, lots of money. Leslie, it would be awesome if you could make it down here for your 65th. I will buy you your first margarita.
Yeah.
I just want to do a little shout out for these cups.
They're nice. I do like them.
We saw them at the store, and John kind of commented, it's too bad you have so many coffee mugs, because these are really cute. I like them, and they all have nice little sayings: enjoy, love, relax, smile.
She turned it into an I said this thing.
You did totally bring them up.
Yeah.
So then I went to go use these other coffee mugs that he uses all the time. I very rarely use it. And I'm like, these are horrible mugs. You can't even hold them properly. I said, are they comfortable for you to hold? He's like, well, no, really.
No, you have 2 fingers. It's kind
but then you kind of burn. Yeah. So anyways, we're going to give away those mugs to people with smaller hands.
Yay! Little tiny hand people.
And these ones are just so cute. And those are definitely more comfortable to hold.
Amazon Prime has kids in the hall. They're back. My God, they're old men now.
Oh God, that's such a I hated it when they were young, and it's even worse now that
they've got full frontal nudity. It's like terrible. So yeah,
it is revolting. It's just don't watch it.
Don't.
John watched part of an episode.
I'm done.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Hello.
My mom said I went to a condo association meeting last night, riding in a car with a lady that was just boosted with a Moderna shot. Because people shed the spike protein for a couple of weeks, I was much more concerned about that than COVID. The seniors around here are mostly vaccinated and getting boosters. Why? Because they're told to, Mom.
They believe the lies of the government.
And unfortunately, it's killing people.
I've realized this now. We are constantly being lied to. So for us, it's just which lies we choose to believe. And it sucks. It absolutely sucks that we now live in a world where you get paid to lie. So it sucks. It really does.
And the better you lie, the better you get paid.
Wow. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yep.
I know in Mexico, so many people have died from the shot. We don't know anybody who's died from the COVID, but we know.
We do know people that people died while they had COVID.
Oh, we know many people who died from the shots. It's freaking weird, man.
They probably think you're the crazy one.
I know.
No, my mom said that, but you are, Mom.
Yeah.
Just have you booked your ticket, by the way? Don't wait for your grandkids because they're dumb.
Those are your kids.
They are John's kids.
No.
My kids are driving down and leaving next month.
Those are my kids.
Nope, mine. No, Shay and Matt are going to be driving down the beginning of October. Jeez.
Yep.
Mackenzie Mackenzie is trying to decide where she really wants to celebrate her 30th, so I'm not sure that if I'm offended or not that
exactly.
it isn't here. Like automatically it isn't here. And don't wait for Kenzie, Mom. And good morning, George. I invited you to our little party tonight. Your mom and Jay decided to go on vacation, but you're welcome to stop by if you want. Trudeau has been bought by the WEF, yes, and WTF. I know, hilarious. Hi, Eva.
Hello.
Eva, will you fly down with my mom? She needs someone to fly. Maybe you shouldn't fly down with my mom. Never mind, I asked that question.
Yeah. So, what's going on, hon? Today, there's not much. We're just getting ready for tonight's party. And obviously, I need to sleep a little bit. At 2 o'clock, I woke up just awake. That was weird. And then I had a shot of something, expecting to just, go into this sleepy la-la land. Never even headed there at all and just was awake. It was fun, but it was a bother. It was a pain. I really just wanted to sleep. Then you're like, think of nothing. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I got to think about this. And then it's just this nonstop thing. So how do you guys sleep? Do you guys sleep good?
Most of the time.
Yeah, I know.
Not always. I have my moments. I think is more related to menopause than anything else.
Why does it start with men? Like you always.
I don't know, but why did you bring these shells in here, by the way?
Which shells?
Those little gray ones.
Because they were on the sugar. We made 2 things of vodka yesterday.
Well, we made the mash.
So we started it. That would be awesome. Thank you. What would be awesome?
Buying her first margarita for her birthday.
Oh, of course. We've got margarita mix here, man.
Good morning, Sherry. I'm sorry that you have a party or a dinner to go to. You know, dinners can be rescheduled. Just saying.
It's funny how many people who are retired, they got their lives planned. That's just weird.
I thought inviting people as of Wednesday was like really good for us because normally it's like, what are you guys doing tonight? Want to come over? But no, I thought, okay, I want some other people to come. I don't want to give people a little bit of notice.
You should have done it like a week.
No, but if I would have done it earlier, the reason I didn't do it earlier in the week though, is because I wasn't feeling good and I wanted to make sure that I was going to start feeling better. I should have thought that John got sick because this happens more than we think about, where one of us gets it and then the other one gets it right after. We do.
It used to be I would always get it first.
We do live together.
What? It's very strange. All right, honey.
Yes, what are you guys' weekend plans?
And do you have a problem sleeping? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, nobody's answering.
I really am curious.
Eva said, was the no thing about flying with my mom or for sleep problems?
I'm pretty sure it's flying with your mom. Because that to me would be like, you're just going to yes or no. That's just going to be like yes or no.
I'd say no. Sorry, Mom.
Our grandkids, though, are pretty cool.
I don't think Taylor could fly with my mom.
Well, her grandkids, how's that?
You said our grandkids.
Our kids.
Our oldest grandkid is 4. I don't think she'd be much help to my mom.
No. She's awesome.
She is. My neighbor's just getting back in town today, plus another couple and my neighbor's friend. Yeah, whatever. And Eva said no sleep.
Good. Oh, no sleep? She has sleeping issues?
No sleep issues, I believe, is what she's saying.
You and Glenn both have no issues going. Glenn slept in the back of a tank. Like that to me is kind of.
I probably could have if I would have been in the military. Yeah. I think I would have been frowned upon. It would have been frowned upon had I just gone and slept in the back of the tank.
Can I sleep in your tank? Good morning, Nicholas. My dad and I are coming back in less than a month. Awesome.
Yeah, your dad mentioned that the other day, so it'll be nice to see you guys.
Yep, and you are neighbors. You're a block away, which is really cool. It's a great house. It really is. So yeah, we have.
You regret not buying it?
No, not at all. I think the duplex is going to be better for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, the up and down duplex.
Yeah.
And we did meet with the Ahita Tadia lawyer. So that was interesting because we found out that the price to transfer a deed, convey a deed in the ejido, completely subjective.
Yes.
The lady's like, if you go, it's going to be up here. If your daughter-in-law goes, it's going to be down here.
Yeah.
Do not go.
So they're telling us don't go to that.
Like, how terrible that you've got two different systems.
Well,
It sucks.
it's that way, though. I mean,
Yeah, but then you've got some people who are like, I'm attacked all the time. Are you?
no, I meant no sleep was up like an owl. Oh. And then Sherry is saying that she slept great last night. The night before, not so much. So I was exhausted last night, thinking about earthquakes probably.
The day after the earthquake, it was so weird. I just kept feeling like, this is weird. But then I found out we had 900 and some aftershocks.
Yeah, which we didn't realize. I had heard 100 and some, which I thought was a lot. 900 and some, that's really a lot.
And I watched a video last night on, it's the USGS.gov website, and they have the earthquakes, etc. They're talking about how now there's so many volcanoes they're concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's fields where you've got 100 volcanoes all in a very small area. We love that. I mean, that is a cool thing about driving through Mexico.
That switch gets flipped, it could cause some messes.
It could, absolutely. So mex.me/earthquake, that's going to be where I post the video. There's one part in the video where the dude he's filming the ground, and there's just a little crack. It's like half a centimeter, and it's just going in and out like that. It was so cool, like how the earth in its shaking does not care about size or anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to move all of this. It's incredible, the strength. And we saw that here, man.
Yeah.
Like the ground, it was so awesome. Mike says, I have a few stories to tell you about the higher gringo price from our time living here. We did a few experiments some year back. Yeah.
I bet. Sherry's asking me if I sleep dressed. None of your damn business, girl.
She does.
I do. I sleep with a night shirt. Like it's a long t-shirt basically, but they're actually nightgowns, but they're t-shirts. I don't like my feet being covered, but I don't like my core not being covered. It's weird. But yet, if I cover myself with a blanket, I have a hot flash. So I just don't get it anymore. I don't get it anymore.
Yeah, the other night I woke up, not last night, but the night previously, I was so cold. And we jacked our temperature up.
Jacked a whole degree.
We were at 25 degrees Celsius for our AC.
Jacked it up.
Jacked it up, baby. It's 26 now. And 26 is where we were for the first 10 years.
Yeah, and then I don't know how it got down to 25. But 25 was barely doing it. I think, though, 26, 27, actually, we used to do it. I think it was 27 when we used it in the winter. Because normally, if we're home alone, like if there's nobody staying at our house, we just leave the door open and the window open. And now we can leave the curtains open because we have the big wall and we get that airflow. But when we have guests in the house, they don't need to necessarily see what we are wearing or where it's crawled up. You know what I mean? So,
well, the other thing that's interesting is for the first time since we got solar panels, we paid more
than the basic.
We
paid a whole 132 pesos for 2 months of electricity, though.
I know.
And if
even
we had,
Eric was talking about it, and he's like, you have to pay 20 or 30 bucks every 2 months. Is it a problem? Like, really? Until it kicks in that you're saving again?
Yeah. And once we get the pool timer tweaked, and we just have to get someone here that knows more about pools than the guy that installed
Don't get an Iggy pool.
No. Get an Iggy pool. No, just have a consultant on your side. Don't just listen to them. Okay. That's what I would do.
Where the biggest problem with Iggy is the pump. There are now, what kind of pumps are they? They use 1/10 the electricity.
The variable speed pumps.
1/10 the electricity. Since we got that pool, our consumption has skyrocketed. But Bill in April said, get a variable speed pump. Well, then does your warranty still work? And we need a warranty thing. Like that bugs me too. Because Christie, he's called and said, I want you to pay the rest of this off. We're like, well, let's finish our pool. We have a spot where it's not sealed. And he's like, oh, well, that will be covered by warranty. It's like, we haven't even received the pool yet.
Apparently we have. I'm pretty sure we've been under warranty probably since the day we paid it, knowing them. Hi, Auntie Sue.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, sure. He says, I meant if I have to run outside for quakes. I know, I'm just teasing you. Either if you don't like to dress too much, keep a little house coat handy. That's what I would do.
Or a big towel.
Or grab a towel. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say they happen rarely, but they do happen rarely here.
Oh, I mean, well, that was our very first one. I mean, in 19 years.
The first big one that we felt.
Like 7.6, 7.7 is a big one.
But I do believe we are in an earthquake zone.
We are.
So.
And it's 3 plates that are kind of one's going under, one's going above. It's complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
So you definitely don't want to have to be in an earthquake area. But then again, I mean, if you're in a safe place, and here, that was a bothersome thing. They showed some videos, and we don't know if it's real or not, because there was a guy from Vallarta who was saying that the government does not want you to know the truth about what really has happened here, because they don't want it to affect tourism. Well, there was 2 temples in Tepic, which is further north than us.
That had some major damage.
Major damage. So that would indicate that we did have some damage here. If you look at USGS, it's like, oh, you're just going to have a little bit of shaking in Vallarta. It was incredible how the shaking happened. And with that damage that happened, not good. So I think it's one of those things where you just need to see. Where I'm going with all of this was one of the videos which said it was in Michoacan. Here says it was from Vallarta. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird. There was one picture where they said it was Michoacan, but other people have posted it that it's here. But then we've seen that kind of misinformation before too, where people just assume that it looks like one of the condos here, so it's got to be this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Look at that hurricane, John and Christie. On CNN, they talked about how we were wiped out and all this other crap.
And being evacuated, and it
was just sprinkling rain. And that's when we knew that they lie. They lie to get people
for headlines.
To watch. Yeah. If it doesn't bleed, it don't lead. So yeah, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the saying
that's the way it's supposed to go.
In news.
However, John buggered it up.
Wesley, adios.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go too, guys. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you're in town, give us a buzz and I'll let you know the code and my address. If not, have a great weekend and we'll see you on Monday.
And mex.me.
No, we won't see you Monday. Okay. Monday we have our seminar, so we will see you Tuesday morning, and mex.me /
2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes.
All lowercase.
2 minutes, mex.me.
No www. Just mex.me / earthquake.
All right, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.